Hello and welcome everybody to episode 170 of the Immaterial Gamers podcast. Today we have
Yay.
me, and then we have D. So Terry or Dark X and D
National 2 / Guys, whatever.
slash 17 different names. But yeah,
Yeah.
so it's been a month. We did a whole bunch of money raising for
That's research.
Spooktober, which was our cancer research. Uh, Cancer Research UK, I believe it was. Yes.
Yeah, you UK one.
And yeah, if you missed any of our events or still want to send some money to it, I think this will still.
I don't know.
It still works. You could send some money there. There's a link in the chat. So let's move on to what's been played. What's been played. What's been played.
I think Terry might have a glitch.
No glitches. So, for me, what have I played this week? What have I played?
World.
Yeah, definitely played some RimWorld. And we can see Steph, the Sapphire in the background. um,
Saying that.
getting
Sapphire might like that.
She doesn't. She's not here, but she's setting up the living room for our D&D after this podcast.
D&D.
But yeah, so this week I've played a bunch of RimWorld, definitely, and played some Back for Blood. We live streamed Back for Blood.
I got stuck in Blackboard. I've hit
Yeah,
a wall.
you're further than all of us in Back for Blood, so
The last, the boss at 3.4. The last boss is 3. Oh, I say boss. It's I'll let you talk first.
yeah. So I managed to finish Act 1. How many acts are there? 4?
Yeah, but the fourth one's just a single round.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you get to 3 point. Whatever happens at the end of 3, then there's just one thing for 4. That'd
Yeah.
be like the final boss.
Alright, well, I've gotten to the end of Act 1, so still got a long ways to go.
Yep.
And yeah, RimWorld is still the same old, same old. I have a large colony of people and a
You got an even
larger,
larger colony.
yeah,
You got an even larger colony of animals.
an even larger colony of animals, and now it's getting to the point where I can't feed the animals again. Every game I do the same thing to myself, don't I? I get so many animals and I just can't end up feeding them. They all start dying. Well, they haven't died yet. I only had a miscarried animal due to lack of nutrition. But overall, it's not terrible, terrible. Um, but yeah, other than that, played a few games of TFT today. I'm excited for the new season of TNT, though. That's TFT, not TNT. TNT!
Mike,
But yeah,
so,
the new
you're excited for
seasons.
TNT, and you might want to check and see.
Yeah. Well, if it's a controlled explosion, you could be excited for it. I can understand that.
Well, it is Bonfire Night next week.
Yeah, for you guys, I don't even know what that stuff is. But yeah, the new season of TFT, I don't know why I keep saying TNT now. But that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So.
Okay. TFT doesn't really excite me. First season I did.
I think the next season might be a little bit more exciting for you. It's going to be a lot more fun. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I've played much. So what have you played, Dan?
Not that much. Finished off the entire campaign. Well, getting all the achievements for the campaign for Resident Evil Revelations. What was my Speedrun thing?
Okay.
Got back got Final Fantasy. I'm doing Final stuff in Final. I'm doing the crafting in Final Fantasy at the moment for Endwalk comes out on the 23rd.
Okay.
So the 23rd, the Endwalk is due out. So I'm getting all the crafting and stuff up to 60, so I can basically just get stuff before a new expansion.
All
Get
the
things squared off.
crafting.
Yeah,
All the millions
basically.
of crafting.
Yeah, because we're all 6 of them are sort of go. You need bits and pieces from each one for each of them. It's just like
Yeah.
Oh, you could if you had the gill, you could just buy the stuff at the age. No. Or vendors or something. What else have I played? Library. Yes. I think I talked about Black Mesa. Yeah, that was a couple of weeks back with Black Mesa. The
What about Black Mesa?
Black Mesa's the re basically the retweaked Half Life. They redid Half Life 1 and called it Black Mesa and they've
Oh
released it.
yeah, yeah,
Basically Half Life 1.
yeah. I seen
Um,
something. Let's see if I can find that news article.
yeah, there is a Half Life news related news article.
Yeah, there's.
They're
Um,
remaking it. They're redoing something.
they're doing a campaign, like a new campaign for it. Delta, Half-Life Delta or something like that.
Yeah. Um, Played a bit of LOL. Played a bit of Warframe.
So
But
same old, pretty much.
yeah, there's nothing really new. Just basically, at the moment, I just want to get the Final Fantasy crafting done.
Yeah, the never-ending one.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I've got it. I've got my weaving now to. When I came back, I was at like 20 something, and I'm now up to like 51.
Okay.
While you've been talking, I've been doing that.
More painting.
Yeah, I like my coloring.
That's what I meant. Color. I don't know why I said painting.
No, painting's in the. I'd have to dig out the brushes for that. But yeah, don't know. This doesn't seem to be. Oh, and I tried playing Kato, but it's really confusing.
I'd love to see you try playing RimWorld. You would lose your mind. You would literally lose your mind. What does this guy do? Oh my god! Now he's just lose your.
It'd be one of those.
Oh, don't bend your fork. Why would you bend your fork?
Bend it back
Why would you bend your fork? Fork
because
you,
that would
Danny.
fuck. Yeah, well, that would. Yeah, but yeah, I would just rage. I've watched you playing Ringworld, and I'm sat there like my brain just melts. Kato's a bit of a weird one. I got off the Humble Monthly.
Okay.
You're a child who the world is made up of pieces of like I'm going to say like jigsaw pieces, like little squares,
Yeah.
and she fucks up the thing and she ends up scattering them all over the world. So you play as the child building the map out of jigsaw pieces, basically. Not jigsaw
Weird.
pieces, but pieces.
That's very
So
weird.
you have, and it can be the one that you're standing on too. So you have to work out it rotates, so that each piece fits in a spot, and you can rotate and move them around. So it's basically a puzzle, and you've got to try and unlock the maps by finding the pieces of the paper and expanding the world piece by piece.
Oh, I get it.
Um, but yeah, she can literally control it from her inventory. So
That's very weird.
it's it's complicated. It's kind of odd.
That's very odd. That's not kind of odd. That's very odd.
It's like, but yeah, basically the NPCs don't have a. Yeah, the weird thing is the NPCs are like, oh, just go to the beach, go to the coast or whatever. Or I think my house was east, so then you have to pick them up and go, hmm, for them to go, here's my house. I'm like, good for you, buddy. Basically, you have to work out from what the NPCs are talking about, what's going on. So it's basically a weird puzzle game with squares. I would
Okay.
say I'd have to show it you for you to properly understand it.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It's kind of
It's not
confusing.
one. Yeah, basically you make the world up as you go along.
That's very strange. I'm gonna skip your first news article, by the way, because I don't know any of the.
Uh,
I don't know the person or any of those indie games.
I don't know. I just found as much. I just tried to find news and just go. I said it's for you to work with.
Okay. So yeah, we'll switch over to the news, and yeah, I seen this news article too. Oh, you picked a link that I can't go onto though. I have to get it from somewhere else because I'm not turning off my ad blocker. 1 second to get to that news article.
Um,
But yeah, where was that news article? Because I seen that one on here too.
which one was it?
It was the Eurogamer.net one. It's about Sega and Xbox teaming up.
Oh,
Where did
okay.
I see it? I know I seen it. I know I seen it.
Yeah.
Um,
PC Gamer did it as well.
yes, I know. I'm trying to find it on PC Gamer
Ah,
because I can't go into that link without removing my ad blocker, and I don't feel like doing that.
see,
I,
my app book is fine with that one for some reason. It's the Metro one that just goes no. I'm like, nope.
okay, well I can't find that link now.
Oh, the Eurogamer one. The Xbox and Sega.
What the hell? This is an interesting link I want to take a look at after. Did you find the link?
Oh, one sec. I'm working on it. Here, right here.
There we go. I found it. It's just named Sega and Microsoft instead of Xbox.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Okay. So here, let me get this link.
Oh, I had it open in another one of the tabs. They're both the same thing.
Yeah, they are. Um, basically, this news article is basically saying that Sega and Microsoft partner up to develop a cloud-powered super game or super games. Basically, Sega is working with Microsoft to work on some large-scale games. Deployment of 5G for this push into cloud tech. So I'm assuming for phones and stuff too.
Wow, that sounds
Uh,
good.
sorry, just I'm not good at reading and doing. Yeah, so back
And the
in
core of the
May, they
partnership.
expressed the desire to create what is called a super game, which within the next 5 years. Now the Japanese publisher has entered a strategic alliance with Microsoft with plans to use tech giant's Azure cloud platform for those ambitious plans. Uh, it doesn't say what they plan on. They plan on releasing 11 games. Uh, but it doesn't. I don't see anything about what it says they're gonna release. Um,
Oh, if you click on the
some of
link,
the Sonic games, and they're gonna release some Sonic games and stuff like that.
yeah, and Golden Valkyrie and stuff. Panzer Dragoon. Well, I've looked there. You know when you are halfway down that PC gamers, there's that red link.
Yeah.
If you click on that, it opens up.
Yeah, it went into a different one.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it's what the games are announced today for Xbox include Jet Grand Radio Future, Sega GT, Gun Valkyrie, and Panzer Dragoon.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And the only one I actually know is I know of Sega, and I've heard of Gun Valkyrie.
Yeah, most of those I don't know. I wasn't a big Sega person though, so.
Neither was I really.
Anyways, moving on to one for Danny's kind of excitement. Half-Life Delta is a new campaign mod, a dozen years in the making.
Yeah, because Valve take their sweet ass fucking
Well,
time.
no, Valve just doesn't want to do a third of anything. They go 1 and 2, and then that's it.
Yep, basically.
Um, this is an actual mod
Mm,
and features 31 maps across 4 characters. Wow.
it's a big project for the.
Yeah, that's a huge project for such an old game.
Well, yeah, well, basically Half-Life One. Black Mesa's the remake of it, so I wonder if it's gonna be in Black Mesa.
I'm not sure, but looks like they've done a lot of work to clean up textures and stuff too.
Cause that's what they did with Black Mesa. Basically, they literally built. It's the exact same game, but it's been brought up from like PS2 graphics up to like PS4.
Yeah, see, this one isn't the exact same game. It's his own campaign, but he also made 300 plus models himself. Lots of sounds and 32 single maps. So he made
So
his
yeah,
own. He made 32 maps plus 300 models and a whole bunch of sounds and stuff like that. So he did a lot of work. Oh, I guess I didn't put the source for that. Let's put the source in for that.
PC gamer. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like my Half-Life. I do
So
like my Half-Life.
you might wanna check that one out.
Yeah. I
Then
do
here's
wish
another
Valve
thing
could.
that's in
I
your
do wish Valve
Roadhouse.
could do the.
Another thing in your Roadhouse is Resident Evil Village will be getting some free DLC.
Yeah, I haven't played Village. I think that was the one that.
I don't play any of the Resident Evil games. I haven't been adventuring into many games lately. I get so little time to play games nowadays that I pretty much just stick to the same one. Does it say what the DLC is gonna be?
I think it's just been announced so far.
Yeah. Some. DLC for Resident Evil Village along with Monster Hunter Rise will drive our customer management. No, it doesn't say anything about what the DLC is, but it looks like they're just going to start releasing some free DLC to get people back into it.
Yeah, basically. I mostly just play Resident Evil around Spooktober anyway.
And what is this? Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this one on PC Gaming too. Let me see if I can find it there.
Oh, the 80 days one.
Actually, I want to search up what that term means. No, not the 80 days one. I want to see if, yeah, that's the link that I wanted. So I'll go to that one in a second. But I want to see if my idea is correct. I just want to see if this is if what I think. Continue without disabling. Uh, okay, so what is this? What is this? Okay, so I had the wrong understanding of blockchain, but I don't know. It's kind of isn't if I'm not mistaken, Steam's going against blockchain gaming, so I don't know why these companies would want to start getting into it. Last week I think I was talking about it last week or 2 weeks ago, about how Steam's not allowing real world money transfers and stuff like that, and
Mm.
blockchain games have a lot of stuff that can become of value in the real world. Basically, there's only very limited amounts of it,
Mm.
so I don't know. But here, let me go to the article that so here's the article. Let me get the link. God, stupid pop-ups. I hate pop-ups. Well, not pop-ups, but things. So there's the PC gamer version of yours, and it basically says Ubisoft drinks the crypto Kool-Aid, announcing plans to develop blockchain games. So basically, they are trying to. Ubisoft has formally announced its intention to develop play to earn NFT and blockchain games. So basically, you can play and earn in game items or benefits and stuff like that that are only earned by you and possibly traded or sold to other players, and they basically become in-game value. But I'm assuming my idea of blockchain gaming was almost that they were using your computer to mine cryptocurrency in the background. Uh, Actually, yeah. Here's the. Remember, I was just saying about Steam. Uh,
Is
is trying to
oh,
say no to that. Crypto gaming has been uh a continent. I can't even pronounce that word. Fuck you. It's been an issue lately, is what it's saying.
okay.
Steam flatly banned all games featuring NFTs or cryptocurrency from its platform last month. Um, and also, Epic is also leaning towards the same thing. Um, so it's basically saying that it doesn't look like it's a very good lean, but uh, I
Well,
don't know.
if Steam and Epic's like it's not a good idea, well,
Basically, they're gonna have to make their own downloader for their games and stuff like that, which means they're gonna be harder to find, which means less people are gonna be on them, which just doesn't seem like a very good idea. But
EA already has its own thing, but it
well,
goes
this is
through.
Ubisoft, not EA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ubisoft have their own thing as well.
I don't know if Ubisoft has their own downloader or not.
Yeah, they do.
It's been a while
The,
since I've used an Ubisoft
you
down.
can use it. You can't because it can use it for the it pulls all the anno and stuff together.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they have their own friends list and stuff like that too for it.
Yeah,
I
it's got anno and Assassin's Creed.
yeah. Well, anyways, either way, I don't necessarily, especially nowadays, because I don't get that much game time. Games like that don't appeal to me because I can't. Some people will just go through and farm out all of this valuable stuff, and I'll be so far behind that I don't get any value out of it. So
Mm.
it's kind of a turn off to me, but oh well. Anything else to talk about? I don't think so.
We didn't talk about the 80 days thing.
Because I have no idea who those people are, like who that person is, or either of those games.
No, okay. Yeah, fair
I
enough.
I
Basically,
just
they're gonna be building a game based on that, Around the World for 80 Days, the novel.
Yeah, I don't know what 80 Days is or Falcon Age. Basically, all it says is that the writer of Falcon Age in 80 Days is working on on games by the Outer Loops game developer.
Yeah, it's basically a bit further down. It's just basically the book, the novel Round the World in 80 Days. It's basically loosely based on that for the iOS for Android.
Okay.
Basically, you go around the world doing stuff.
Well, it's interesting. I'll put the source in there, but
Mm, I haven't heard of the developers or anything, but
I haven't heard of the
kind of.
developer or either of those games. Or sorry, I haven't heard of either of those books or the developer.
But no, uh, the the novel Around the World in 80 Days is the to circumnavigate the world by transport and
yeah, I
stuff.
got that.
But it was back in the Victorian times.
Oh, Lily, what's the matter? Lily's whining.
Dying.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
I don't know.
we'll just give her a quick podcast today because I do have stuff I have to do today. So, um, news was kind of slim today
Well, it's not
because
much.
there was nothing really going on that
Well,
I
it's
could find.
October, isn't it? We're entering October. November means that it's gonna. There's not much going on for the next month and a
Everybody's
bit.
everybody's racking up for Black Friday and stuff like that coming up, so
Hmm.
everything's all deals right now and nobody's releasing anything. It's all
All the
events and stuff like that in games mostly.
yeah. The only thing that's getting released is on the 23rd of November is Endwalker. That I know of.
Yeah.
That's for the Final Fantasy expansion.
Yeah. Well, either way, if you guys like what you see, send us a like, a follow, and
Mhm.
audio versions of this are going to be everywhere you can get a podcast.
Yep.
And we will be back next week. Hopefully, there'll be some more news to talk about because I haven't been
It's
playing very many games lately. So
yeah.
news is uh, news is hard to come by if I'm not playing any games because I'm not interested in a lot of stuff right now. But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.